So my name's Maria Hardman, and I'm a junior at CU. I'm studying international affairs. And I guess on December 1st I went to the Boulder County Jail, completely voluntarily. I was going there to sign up to do some pre-booking for work crew, which I was supposed to complete this weekend, December 4th and 5th. And I went there and I was doing I was completing all the paperwork and doing all the required stuff. At which time they asked me to come inside of the jail into the holding area where they were going to take my picture. And when I went in there, the guard asked me to remove my hijab, or my headscarf, and I told him that I didn't want to, and he told me again that this was going to have to happen, if I was going to have to, if I wanted to be able to book into the work crew. And I told him for religious reasons I didn't feel comfortable taking it off, and I wasn't going to. He then put me into a holding cell where I stayed for, small periods of time, but it added up to about 3 hours of time being spent in the holding cell at the jail, at which time I was allowed to call my attorney, and he was trying to call the jail and the sheriff and everybody to try and convince them to let me take the picture with my hijab on. At the end of the 3 hours, basically the decision was reached by the sheriff, the jail commissioner, the jail sergeant, and all of the prison guards that I would not be allowed to take the picture with my hijab on, at which time I decided to leave. For me, it's a really important issue. Like, I didn't want to have the picture taken with the hijab off. For me as a Muslim, in the Quran it says multiple times, 2 or 3 times, that believing Muslim women should wear the hijab and that they should not take it off for any reason, like when they're with anybody except for their immediate family, their father, their brother, their sons, or whatever, and it says this in the Quran, and being a Muslim, I really do believe in the Quran, so I didn't want to violate the tenets of my religion by having to remove the hijab for the sake of having this picture taken. So I eventually left for these reasons. I didn't want to take the picture, so I eventually left, and I was informed by the prison guards that they were going to file a motion with the court, so that they're going to file a motion with the court that was going to say that I was found in contempt of court and non-compliance by not following the prison guards' instructions to remove my hijab. Since then, I've talked to my attorney quite a bit, and I have gotten in contact with the Colorado chapter of the ACLU, as well as this organization called CARE, which is based in Washington, D.C., which is called the Council on American Islamic Relations, all of whom have taken an interest in this, and I've heard that they are trying to write letters and file motions and stuff so that this can be reversed. And ultimately I just want this to, not just for my sake, but I feel like there's some serious lack of education around this issue, especially with the prison system. I really don't think that the Boulder County Jail has had to deal with that many women that wear hijab coming in and having the same situation. So I feel like if I can help them set a standard and a precedent so that they have something to work with in the future, because I'm sure that I'm not the last person that's going to come through there wearing a hijab. So I feel like if I can help them set a standard and a precedent for the future, that maybe it can help other women as well.